Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Corporate Gamer Broadcast. I am your host, Corporate Gamer, and tonight we are playing another game. Let me put it a bit louder. Of Whispers of a Machine. Last we left off, I was on day 3, and I believe I was ready to go into the Church of Epos. A religious group that hates augmentations. Where have we heard this before? Um, and here I am. I forgot to change the scene. So yeah, that's where we are right now, and yeah, I'm going to be continuing playing this. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, let's get into it, and let's see how this goes. Okay, so last I took this girl's identity. So now I have to go back to the church. And let's do that. Pretty sure I didn't save. Oh, yeah, I did save over there. It's true, I did. That is my bad. I have to go to north, right? So I have to go through here. I'm curious, though. What does my friend Valdor will say about that? Hope that you guys had a wonderful week.
Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
Do you recognize this symbol?
Is this like one of those, whatchamacallit, Rochuk tests?
It's Rorschach, and no.
Oh boy, can I go first, Pops?
Of course, lad.
Walter, find an off switch for the love of God.
Oh man, I had the best interpretation too. There was a wiener and everything.
Sorry about that. Boys will be boys, huh?
They're always
I'm off.
funny.
See you later.
Take care.
All right, let's go back.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Everybody finds him annoying, but I don't mind him, actually. Quite honestly, I find him pretty interesting. No, it's not the junk heap. It's a Mimik Road. Road de Mimir. Mimir.
Rolf looks busy.
Of course he does. She has the weirdest walking pattern, but very 1990s of her.
What do you know?
Alright, to the mall. Okay.
I don't see what I have to gain by disguising myself as her in this place. I need to get out of sight first.
Well, how the fuck? Okay. Too bad there's no saves. God damn it. Alright. There we go.
Greetings.
Welcome, Reverend. We've been expecting you. Step right through.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two. Sturdy-looking filing cabinet.
Oh, hello, Reverend. Sorry about the noise. The assembly hall is to your right, past the locker room.
Thank you. Looks like a timeline of how the EPOS seal has changed over the years. The original EPOS logo from before the collapse. The second version of the EPOS logo from sometime after the collapse.
Wow, that's very instructional. That's amazing. God damn.
The third version of the EPOS logo, designed about 15 years ago. The current version of the EPOS logo. No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of EPOS. Or, well, he was, at some point at least. I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol. It says LD on this box right here. That's gotta be Leonard Dahl. Locked, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Got a written piece of paper.
Okay.
Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is. It's filling up fast and should overflow soon. Some kind of assembly hall with plenty of people inside. I should stay clear.
Okay.
All right, let's see if this works.
Well, I didn't even know I was supposed to do that.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy for a while. Locked. Damn. Some kind of metal workshop, with a few men working on what looks like construction materials. The room is a dead end, so I'll avoid it. Sturdy-looking filing. Sturdy-looking filing cabinet. Sturdy-looking Thou shalt have. Suppose it would. A ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here.
Okay, so I have to go up there. Somehow I have to find to go up there.
I don't think extra. All right, it's loose now.
The hell is that noise?
Shit.
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
And I have to restart. Alright.
The hell is that noise?
Ah, fuck off.
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
God damn it. Yeah, we have an intruder. God. Alright. So I have to do it when there's noise.
Ugh, it's stuck. All right, it's loose now.
Oh wow. Okay. I made it. I don't know how the fuck I made it, but I made it. Alright. I was just trying to discover stuff and I didn't realize what I was doing was supposed to be what it is. So, yeah.
Six new members over the last month. The Bacarbo Parish
Oh, sorry about that.
is also doing better now.
They managed to resolve their financial difficulties?
Oh yes, Elsa is doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call. That brings us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the Church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the Church.
Yes, maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders. I'll wait a bit and see if they leave. Administrative paperwork. I don't think it's safe to go back. Wow, that's a lot of books. They have an impressive library here.
Indubitably.
Wow,
Indubitably they
that's
do.
a lot of...
Okay, there's nothing else here? Okay.
Welcome, visitor. You can drop the smoke and mirrors routine, miss.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. While you may fool my younger cohorts, this old man has had dealings with your kind before. Please do me the courtesy of removing that mask. Thank you. Much better circumstances for a civil conversation, wouldn't you say?
I guess so. I was half expecting you to yell for the guards.
Luckily, I am a man who defies expectations. Special Agent, Violent Crimes Central Bureau.
Oh, it's you again. The man from the train.
Indeed. I never forget a face, but I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Agent England.
Ah, I am Vilgut. I assume you are aware of our legal status.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not here to cause any trouble. Just trying to do my job.
Why would you cause trouble? That sounds quite unnecessary.
Well, if, let's say, you were sheltering a murderer, I would have no choice.
Good thing there are no murderers here, then, for all parties involved.
Yeah. I overheard what you said to that priest. It's clear to me that you had nothing to do with the killings.
That's a relief. With that unpleasantry taken care of, perhaps I can be of assistance.
What do you know about the murder in the workshop hall?
Not much at all. only that a carpenter was brutally killed there in the night.
Maya's murder?
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Only what my fellow church members have told me, that Maya Strand was stabbed to death by a mysterious killer.
The Conduit.
What's your take on the Conduit?
Oh, those heretics? Haven't heard anything of them in many years. As far as I know, they are firmly confined to the ash heap of history by now.
Some might argue with that. Your church has a violent past with them, hasn't it?
There's no denying that. We fought many battles with their kind in the youth of our movement.
And now?
Don't be absurd. They are practically eradicated, and we have been a peaceful group for decades.
What do you think about their teachings then?
Certainly dangerous doctrines if left unchecked. The Conduit believes humans will create God in their image, instead of the other way around. In their folly, they forget that humans are flawed, and that their creations will inevitably inherit those flaws. The false god they aspire to create may demand sacrifices they're not prepared for.
So Leonard Dahl, one of your members, was killed yesterday.
I had a feeling your inquiry would lead us to him.
Can you think of anyone who would want him dead?
No. He was a loyal member of the church for many years. Kind of a loner, but always helpful and polite. He did have a strangeness to him, though. A look in his eyes like he was stuck in perpetual contemplation. It seemed as if he was constantly on the verge of, but never quite able to reach, some sort of profound revelation.
Any hint of a violent side to him?
No. To my knowledge, Leonard never committed any violence, nor did he express any desire to do so.
Free Church of Epos.
This church, Epos, what are your teachings?
At our core, we are an Orthodox Christian church. We believe in the one true God and his only Son, Jesus Christ.
And what sets your group apart from other Christians?
Two things. The reverence of the essential humanity in each and every one of us, and our stalwart opposition to false idols. Prior to the collapse, the great flood of our time, we arose as a reaction to the disgraceful habits of that era. The widespread worship of anything and everything but God. Wealth, fame, mindless pleasure. The sickening mutilation of our bodies to the point where some were more machine than human. And the worst of all, the pursuit of AI superintelligences. False gods that humans aspired to construct for themselves. We oppose it all for the glory of our Creator and the salvation in our future.
And how do you go about preventing people from worshipping these false gods?
Not by violence, if that's what you're implying. Such things belong to the past.
So it's just a coincidence that the only armed man I've seen in Nordson was right behind your doors?
Sadly, the world is still in a state where men with guns are a necessary evil. However, no laws have been broken. We have every right to bear arms.
Book quote.
Do you know what kinds of books Leonard liked to read?
One book he borrowed frequently was The Kingdom of God is Within You. In fact, it still hasn't been returned. It should be among his estate.
Would you be able to say if he had any favorite quotes from that book?
No, you should ask someone who spent more time with him.
Fine, I'll do that. What kind of book is it anyway?
It's about nonviolence, to summarize.
Got it. Thanks. What do you know about Carl Oscarson?
I must confess I didn't even know his name before I heard he was a murder victim.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
I believe I've seen her around town with the school children, but I don't know much about her.
Nobody knows anything about anyone. Commissary Anderson.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
He's no member of the church, but he's a fine man blessed with strong Christian morals. Compassionate, forgiving, and open-minded. I was good friends with his late father, and I'm glad to see that his son followed in his footsteps.
All things considered, this guy, Vilgut, or Vilgot, whatever, is level-headed. I thought he would have been of nut, to be honest.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
Cunning woman, that one. She's been a thorn in our side ever since she joined the town council.
Yeah? How so?
She has a penchant for political obstruction. Things like hindering our building permits or imposing unreasonable restrictions on our street preaching.
Why do you think she's been acting that way?
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say she has some kind of grudge. Some Christian out there must have greatly angered her at some point.
Maya Strand.
What's your opinion on Maya Strand?
She was my polar opposite in almost every way. But I enjoyed the occasional late-night chess game with her in the canteen. It's fascinating how trivial activities like board games can bring such different people together. Goes without saying that I was as shocked and appalled as anyone when I learned of what happened to her.
Dr. Pearson.
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
He and I have quite different takes on life and death, to put it lightly. But alas, a man of my age needs to see a physician regularly to keep the Grim Reaper at bay. So I grit my teeth and endure half an hour of his morbid humor for the sake of my health.
Volter.
What do you think of Volter?
I don't know him well, but he seems like the kind of man who plays the part of the clown to hide a deep wound.
I'm expecting some kind of massive twist somewhere, and it's either going to be Volter or it's going to be the Commissioner. But I don't know. We'll see.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Kurt's nephew. We only met briefly a few times.
Okay. Leonard's brother.
Do you know who Leonard Dahl's brother is?
I believe his name is Rolf. Quite a shady character, if you ask me.
Oh, the gardener, right?
Yes, that's him.
All right.
I'll keep it to myself. Do you recognize this woman?
I do. That's one of the teachers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much sums up what I know about her.
Recognize this?
I do. Read it even many years ago.
Know thy enemy?
Something like that.
I don't want to share that. I don't need to I don't want to...
Okay. Well,
What can you tell me about Rolf?
Not my favorite person. He mocked the Lord when I first met him, and I don't take kindly to that sort of behavior.
he sounds like the kind of guy that's nice, but it's like get off my lawn type of guy. All right.
That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
All right. So now I have to go to Leonard's.
Oh, the passage led back here. Good. Since I left the door unlocked behind me, I'll be able to come back the same way.
Sure. Now I got to go see Leonard and see one of his books to get a quote. It's true. The guy said that I should
There
talk.
it is, the book from the library. Got it.
I should speak to somebody that's close to him about his favorite quotes. And that's the worker. And the last time I saw the worker, he was at the canteen.
The Kingdom of God is Within You by Leo Tolstoy. This looks ancient, pre-collapse for sure. A number of pages are marked in the margins, likely to easily find them. Even if one of the marked pages contains the quote I need, there's too much text. I'll need more to go on. Maybe someone who had regular contact with Leonard would know the quote if they saw it.
Yeah, so that's where I have to go and see the man in the canteen. Is the only way I can go, right? Yeah. I'll deal with Rolf later. I'll take one shot at a time. He looks fucking depressed. Never mind.
Can you answer a few more questions?
I suppose.
So tell me what you know about Leonard.
We already went through this. I don't have.
Do you know Rolf, the plant master?
Sure, he brings our gardening waste to the recycling center every week. He's kind of an asshole, though. Always seems to be trying to rip you off.
Have a look at these marked pages. Does anything remind you of things Leonard used to say?
Give me a minute, will you?
Sure.
Here. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Leonard used to say that whenever I was late for work.
Perfect. Thanks.
No problem.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of
I
Epos?
think I asked him this already.
I don't know much about it, but going to church doesn't sound like the worst idea. Maybe I should go and light a candle for Leonard.
What can you tell me about Leonard's death?
I already told you.
What do you know about the...
You mean like for electricity?
No, it's an organization. Pro AI.
Oh, never heard of them.
Do you know anything about the murder of Maya Strand?
No, I rarely go to the museum these days.
Do you know anything about the murder?
Not really, just hearsay.
Yeah, so I've already asked him everything. There's nothing here that's really useful.
What do you think of...
Oh man, he's hilarious. But some of his robots really give me the creeps.
Oh, I didn't actually ask him anything.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
I couldn't say. I've had very little contact with him.
What's your view of Dr. Pearson?
He's as weird as they come, but everyone knows that. He's a fine doctor anyway.
Did you know Maya Strand?
I didn't, but I wonder how the museum will recover from her death. She was the driving spirit of that place, and I can't think of anyone who'd be willing to pick up the reins.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
Never met her, but I'm not much for politics. I have enough to worry about down here in the real world.
True story.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
I normally don't have much contact with the police, but from what I can tell, he does a fine job.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
A little bit. We both grew up here in town, but we weren't friends or anything. He seemed like the last person you'd think would get murdered, though. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
I don't think he'd be interested in that. Do you recognize this woman?
I don't. Sorry.
I don't need to know his opinion. I don't think... Do you know what this is?
Not really. I don't read much.
Okay, well that's that.
I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay. Good luck out there.
Alright, so now next, I got the quote from him. Next is to go see Rolf, the man, the myth, the legend. To Mimir Road. On the road again. I'm walking into town on the road again.
Hello, Rolf.
Hey, look, I'm pretty busy here. Not really a good time to talk.
This can't wait. You heard about your brother, right?
It's a small town, what do you think?
Sorry about your loss, but I really need to ask you some questions.
Fine.
What do you know about the conduit?
You know I'm a gardener, not
an electrician, right?
That's not. Never mind.
What an idiot.
I'm sorry, Rolf, but I have to ask you about your brother's death.
I know, and I wish I had something to give you, but I don't know what happened.
So you have no idea who'd want to kill Leonard?
It's gotta be the nutjob who killed those other people, right?
It's possible, but far from certain. When was the last time you talked to your brother?
A week and a half ago, or so.
Okay. How did he seem? What did you two discuss?
He was his usual self, but what we talked about is private.
Look, every little detail matters. What he said could be the key to finding his killer.
I'm not gonna betray his trust. If you want to arrest me, go ahead. But that's all I'm gonna say.
What can you tell me about the Church of Epos? I know for a fact that your brother was a member.
So? That's not a crime.
Come on, Rolf, work with me. Don't you want me to catch your brother's killer?
Yes, he was a member, but I'm not. I spent 10 years trying to get him out of that place.
Why would you do that?
Because he changed. He became this sullen, slow, serious, fucking block of a person. He used to be so full of life, you know? I know he died just yesterday, but the Leonard I grew up with, he's been dead for a long time.
I understand, Rolf. Thanks for sharing. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity.
I don't believe this.
You have something for me, Rolf?
I guess so. You know, you're the last person I was expecting. Was my brother a police informant?
Yeah. We were building a case, but that's all I'm at liberty to say.
Shit! That's crazy. Wait here, I'll be right back. Here. Now go, bury the bastard that killed my brother.
I'll do my very best.
Okay, I got a package.
Got rid of the note. No need to hold on to that. Let's see here. There was an audio tape and a few documents inside. These look like surveillance reports. It seems that Leonard was investigating Carl, Katerina, and Maya. The museum, the junk heap, and the apartment at Mimir Road are all mentioned as locations of interest. Leonard must have followed them around town and documented their activities. There's not much new to me in here, but there's mention of multiple tape recordings. Maybe they can offer some other clue to the killer. I need to figure out some way to play that tape.
Okay,
I got what I needed. I'll leave.
okay, so these are a bunch of documents. This is the book. You did mention that there's a book that wasn't returned. So let's return the book. I got the quote. I don't need it anymore.
Here's your book back. I got what I needed from it.
Ah, thank you.
Well, that was uneventful. Okay, so now I have to go back to the lab, so I have to go back to the museum. Oh boy. A lot of walking around. Okay. So I have to go back to the store. Fun times, fun times. Alright, town entrance. Alright, museum. Oh, I don't have to reopen it? Awesome. That is wicked! Alright. Let's see, audio station.
This tape is in pretty bad shape, but I might be able to do something with this machine here. All right, looks like the machine has analyzed the tape. Maybe I can reduce some or all of this noise.
Okay, so it's to receive. Okay, so I can do that. What does this do? Cannot multiple. Okay. Shorter, I guess. No.
I shouldn't do that before I filtered out all.
Okay, but how the fuck? So how do I? How does this thing work? Oh, fuck me. Okay. I forgot there was a thing at the other end. So let's see. No. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to do it. Like, how do I remove? Cannot filter multiple noise sources. What the fuck does that mean?
I shouldn't do that.
The fuck? Like, once I figure out how to fucking do it.
I shouldn't.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm assuming I'm supposed to clear the middle, but like there's nothing that I'm choosing that I'm able to clean. Cannot filter multiple noise sources. Oh, really? Okay. So let's do that. So this one was only wind, so it should be fine. Okay, well, he took out everything. What the fuck is left?
Careful.
I can't shake the feeling that someone is onto us.
We've been careful. You're imagining things, Carl.
Maybe. I can't wait to be done with all of this and just go be a family.
Me either, my love. Me either.
Did I just hear chimes?
I can't shake the feeling that someone is onto us.
We've been careful. You're imagining things, Carl.
Maybe. I can't wait to be done with all of this and just go be a family.
Me either, my love.
So the only place that I can think of where there's a chime is right beside Walter's thing. So that may be something at one point. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Give me 1 second here. Just kill the spider with my shoe. Alright.
Me either. Did you get the package?
Yes. Had a look inside. CPUs, neural cores, major third-degree violations.
I don't like it any more than you do, but it will keep Maya off our backs for a while.
Fuck, Mel, it's too hot. Terrorist classified hot. By definition, we're terrorists now.
Don't be dramatic. We'll keep our heads down, let Maya have her fun, then eject from this whole mess.
Things used to be so simple around here.
Drums.
Interesting. If only I knew where it was recorded.
So maybe my thought process was correct. Here.
Oh, those must be the chimes I heard on Leonard's tape. That means Carl and Katerina were here when they were recorded. I should have a look around. I wonder. There's something taped here under the bench. A tape recorder. This must be what Leonard used to record Carl and Katerina. There's still a tape inside. Crap, looks like the recorder is busted. I'll just ditch it and keep the tape.
Well then, what a waste of fucking time. I have to admit, this one was one of the weirder things that I actually thought about. I actually figured it out, which is weird. I didn't think I was going to figure that out. So this was actually easier than it should have been. But it's not super easy if you don't get it. I just picked up on the chimes. And it's only because the whole game you can hear those chimes, and I've actually... that's why it helps you to investigate throughout the game, because you hear things, you feel things that maybe are useful later on in the game. Like on day one, the repair guy, Sven, tells you that he went into the museum and there was no one with him. But then somebody else came out, so there must have been a secret room. But, like, yeah. Having played this game like once a week, it's hard to keep the mind going. Museum. Hey, Psych, how's it going? Happy Friday. Have a good one, sir. Hope that you're having a good one. Day 3. Alright, so this is tape 4. Let's listen to it.
Let me worry about Carl. I'll find a way to make him see the value of our cause.
He's a liability, Katerina. It's only a matter of time before he figures out our true plans for the vessel.
Maya, just don't call our child that.
What? Vessel? But that's exactly what it is. A vessel for Holdra. Don't get emotionally attached. We must put our own selfish desires aside. How many children can she not save? How much suffering can she not end?
I know, Master. It's just hard. What if something went wrong? What if this is all for nothing?
You need to have faith, sister. Ever since I was little, I have sung to the tune of these machines. Now, is your wrist implant working as expected?
I think so. Doesn't itch anymore, at least.
I'll run a diagnostic later. I also put in a little surprise.
Let me guess. A bomb?
Is that sarcasm? It doesn't befit you. No, a fake biometric signature.
Oh, for the city trench coats? Why would one of them ever come to Nordsund?
It's just precaution. We won't remain here forever. I haven't gotten us this far by avoiding contingencies, have I?
Yes.
I suppose not.
Katerina played me good. She is one of them. I must go and confront her.
Alright. Whoops. So I must confront her at the junk heap. Ah. Well, I'm glad that you're able to pass by and just say hello. I appreciate it. To be honest, I haven't streamed much lately, and I've been like really busy with work, like insanely busy, doing a lot of overtime, and I actually really miss, streaming. So I'm really hoping now things are calming down that I'll be able to stream a little bit more. The next game I'm probably gonna be trying is, well, next game, it's the DLC for Exodus, Sam's Story. I need to change something, change the pace of my. I've played 2 point and clicks back to back, and yeah. So. Oh, why did I fucking go back in? Me, this one over here. Me, I want to go to the town square over here. Mimir Road. Actually, no. I can go to the heap directly through the shopping district. Alright. No, that's not what I want. Junk heap. Junk heap! Somebody's broadcasting.
A light beacon, marking the northern edge of the town disk.
It wasn't there before. It wasn't on. At least I don't think so. At least I don't think so.
He looks busy sifting through the junk.
Okay. Is he gonna let me open the freaking thing? Alright.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Same here, but I'll be careful. I promise.
If you say so, honey.
Okay. Moment of truth.
Katerina? Huh? If someone is there, show yourself. Strange. Hey, Katerina, wake up. She has no visible injuries, but her pulse is extremely weak. Something must have happened. I need to go get help.
From what I can gather, some kind of brain trauma has put her in a comatose state.
Damn. Can you determine the extent of the damage?
Difficult to say, which is typical for most brain injuries. She could wake up in 5 minutes. She may never wake up at all.
What could have caused it? Could someone have done it to her?
It's theoretically possible that she suffered a stroke, but her symptoms are eerily similar to victims of sophisticated interrogation techniques.
Interrogation techniques? Like what?
I'm no neurologist or nanoengineer, but from what I learned in medical school, there are advanced torture devices and energy-based weapons that can cause symptoms like this. All of them illegal, of course. Your colleagues at the Bureau may have more information about the subject.
I see. I will consult my contact here in Nordsund. Perhaps she has some knowledge on the matter.
Very well. I will remain here overnight and monitor this woman's vitals.
Good. Thank you, Doctor. Stay frosty, Gabriel. Whoever did this to Katerina may decide to come back.
I'll try, ma'am. Be careful out there. Eurun is drawing near.
Eurun?
You didn't hear? The storm. That's what people are calling it.
Oh. Must be a big one. No Stina. Quite a mess. Could be caused by the storm. Or... the ocean looks menacing in this weather. It's Stina's scarf. Stina! What the hell?
Sorry, kid. Can't let you stand in my way.
But why?
Oh shit.
Damn it. Why'd you have to get so close?
Well, 'cause she was good. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe nothing?
No, this wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on, darling. I've got this.
Damn. The strain on my blue to keep me alive must have knocked out the Augs. I've never felt this cold. I need to find a way to heat myself up before I get hypothermia. It's a shallow cave, but I should be able to take shelter from the storm in there. I need to get myself warm and dry first, though. A large branch. Damp and not ideal as firewood, but could be part of a shelter. Damn, it's too tough to break off by hand.
And I don't have my augments. I'm assuming I'm gonna need...
This area in front of the cave looks suitable for a campfire. Okay, I put the firewood in place. This straight stick would work well as a spindle for a friction fire. but I'll need to assemble kindling and firewood in the spot first. I've got the firewood set up, but I'll still need... This straight...
The hell?
A large branch. Damp and... A large...
Okay, so let me go that way. How the fuck? Alright. Frame photo of Katerina, notebook. Is there anything else here?
Pretty intense flow in the stream. I may...
So, what else can I use for fire? A book.
I hate to do this, but it's a matter of survival. Damn, too much wind from the east. I need to shield the campfire with something. That combination makes no sense.
I need to make a shield.
Damn, too much wind from the east. I need to shield the campfire with something. I don't think anything... It's a shallow...
Oh.
The firewood and kindling are set up now. I should try to start a fire with a spindle. Damn, too much wind from the east. I need to shield the campfire with something. That combination makes a large branch. A photo of Katerina. The glass frame is broken, but I might be able to use the shards. 3 solid, sharp pieces of glass. I've gathered a few dense tree branches, but I'll need some way of tying them together.
How the hell am I gonna tie them together?
These could become a wind shelter, but I need to attach the branches together somehow. I don't see... Yeah, I might be able to tie it all together using the tape. All right, that should count.
Okay. 18th try. Hey, looks like it worked.
Remember last time we went camping?
How could I forget? What didn't go wrong that weekend?
Well, we were never hit by any meteorites or struck by lightning. But other than that...
At least my friction fire skills have improved. I never thought all that survival training would ever actually pay off.
Avoiding death by freezing may have been a decent incentive.
You could say that. As much as I enjoy your company, I'm not quite ready to cross over to the other side.
Hey, I made it to day 4.
Looks like the storm has subsided. I should try to make my way back to Nordsund. Ow. There's that familiar feeling again. I seem to have developed an ability to regenerate wounds, likely due to the trauma last night. No sign of my previous augmentations, though. I may need to replenish my blue to get them back.
The only other place there was blue is the tank. Yeah, exactly. But it's all good.
So, the conduit. They're trying to create an AI superintelligence.
Looks that way, yeah.
I can see the appeal. An AI singularity would be a source of immense power. Such a being would become like a god, right? It would have the power to do anything.
Probably. I think it's way beyond our understanding. It might even be beyond our imagination.
Hell, it might even be able to bring me back. The real me.
What?
I haven't been on the ground for that long. I could be revived with sufficiently advanced technology.
That's... Alex, even if that's possible, you know I couldn't take that risk. It's way too dangerous. For everyone.
That's easy for you to say. You're still alive. You can still breathe the air and feel your heart beating.
I need to get a grip. This is just me talking to my subconscious. He's never coming back. Pull yourself together, Vera. You have a job to do.
Hey, the opening scene.
Hold it, Agent.
Whoa, easy. Calm down. What's going on?
You're under arrest. If you resist, we'll have to use force.
Gabriel, you're better than this. It's Stina, right? She's manipulating you.
I'm not gonna tell you again, Agent. Be quiet and come with us.
Joe Rams.
It seems Stina got the police on her side. I need to get out of here.
Agent England. Don't be alarmed. I'm here to help.
Thank God. What on earth happened here?
Long story, but Councilwoman Ruth abused a legal loophole to force me to step down. Gabriel's taken over the police department. She claimed that you were a secret conduit member, in cahoots with our local cell. She said that you murdered Leonard as retaliation for the previous murders. I didn't believe her, so she had me pushed out of the department. Seems our Gabriel was more receptive to her suggestions than I was.
Damn. I'll have to try to clear my name when I get out of here. I can't possibly stop her if half the town is against me.
I concur. I'll go make sure the lobby is empty, but after that...
Quiet. Somebody is coming. Go! I'll try to find a way out without hurting anyone. Hi again.
You up to something, England?
Not a thing. This place is kind of lacking entertainment, you know?
Yeah, I get your point. I'll see about getting you a magazine later, okay?
Thanks.
Okay. What does this do? Regeneration. All I have is a glass shard.
It requires a key. I can't do anything with that now. I'm feeling quite alright, considering I spent the night outdoors.
Well, you're augmented.
Empty. Hey! He's ignoring me.
Oh my god, do I have to do what I think I have to do? That's the oldest trick in the fucking book. No, I don't think it's gonna work.
No point. He's not listening.
So the only thing I have in my hands is a glass shard. So I'm thinking, because I have the regeneration augment or whatever, yeah, so I can get the medical people to come and get me. Oh dear Lord, that's the oldest trick in the book.
This is gonna hurt, but I need to get out of here.
What the hell? Jesus! What did you do to yourself? Hang in there.
Yay! Or not. Oh, I actually have to do something else.
This?
What the hell? Jesus! What did you do to yourself? Hang in there. Oh, come on.
Wow.
Hey, get back here!
All right.
A thermos, presumably filled with coffee.
Why, thank you. I'm gonna have a coffee before I leave.
This is hardly the time to stop for coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, through you. Evidence bag.
Got my notebook back.
So, I have to go get blue, but in order to administer blue, I need a syringe. So I need to go to the clinic first, and then...
First things first.
Exactly.
I need to jumpstart my lost augmentations if I'm going to have any chance of defeating Stina. The technology left behind by the Conduit members may have something I can use.
Well, that was a hint. Her, I'm not even supposed to speak to her, and she doesn't give a shit about anything. Alright, so, syringe.
Got an empty syringe.
Yay. Gotta go to apartment 113. Let's go to Mimic Road. Sorry, clearing my glasses. Because I couldn't see shit. Yeah. I love how that door never gets locked ever again.
No, he's gone! If I hadn't let Sina outsmart me, maybe I could have protected him.
How could you let this happen? Don't you realize how important he is?
Please don't blame me for this, Alex.
I'm sorry, darling, but I realized just now what the Conduit are really trying to do.
We've been over this. They're trying to create an AI singularity.
Not only that, they plan to contain it within the child, to bridge the gap between AI and humans.
Oh, you might actually be right about that.
I know I am. That child would have the power to bring me back.
Alex, we need to accept what happened. I need to accept what happened. Even if it's possible, it wouldn't really be you. I wish it would, but it wouldn't be you.
So you would deny me life just because of your arbitrary definition of what I am? If we're the ones who awaken Huldra, she'd owe us her very existence. Please, it's our only chance. Save the child, and then save me too.
I have no idea what to think anymore.
Agreed. For the record, what was in there was a fetus. Well, actually a baby. He grew beyond being a fetus. So yeah, there was a baby in here, artificial womb, where the baby was growing. There's a nutrient canister, spelled food. Let's see, what's available here? Open box.
Looks like this was filled with supplies for caring for a baby. Some are missing.
So basically what they're doing, you were right, it's kind of like a Borg thing. So they're trying to create the ultimate AI but held in a human body, which means that that person would have everything that you would need. And ironically, in the chat, my Retro TV review is Murder, She Wrote, which is very apropos because everywhere I go there's a murder. It wasn't planned that way though, but strange sphere. There has to be something. Chamber. Oh no, so it's just a chamber. Chamber status. How the fuck is it normal? Okay. Definitely nothing here.
Looks like the fetal fluid from the tank. Some kind of live output of... Still plenty of nutrients left. Odd-looking thing. It's the empty syringe I picked up. If it was pure blue, maybe. But I don't have any use for this diluted fluid. If it was pure blue...
Where the fuck am I supposed to go, though?
The womb tank looks completely empty. Oh wait, there's some kind of switch here.
There we go.
All right,
I guess I
it's
have to
filled
take
with
it.
blue. This could end badly, but I have to take the risk to stop Stina.
Well, that was epileptic.
All right, back in business.
Inducing?
But I still need to find a way to clear my name. Maybe somebody can speak on my behalf.
Alright, so clearing my name. So what do I have? I have this. So I have all the powers that I need. I don't know why my evidence bank had nothing in there except for my notebook. Anything new got written in here? Nope. So what's the next thing I have to do? Let's go to the clinic and see what we can do. I'm surprising, like, it's such a small town. Why isn't everyone after me? Like, literally, all I did is I broke out of prison. I'm empathetic, right? Yeah, I am pathetic. Not pathetic, empathetic.
Command was adamant, and I saw fit not to ask questions.
Makes no difference to me, standing guard here or at the train station, as long as I can feed my kids.
At the very least, we're less exposed to the weather in here.
Afraid your pretty beard might get all ruffled up?
You'd see what it's like for yourself, Cullah, if your face ever matured past puberty.
Ha! Touché. Anyway, our school teacher here, is she expected to, like, wake up?
I was informed that she's fully comatose. We are to guard her from the fugitive.
This snooze is the best. I can't get enough of it.
Why a person would voluntarily put a toxic brown lump in their mouth is beyond me.
Huh? Wait, what are we doing here again?
What kind of question is that?
I'm serious. I think I had a blackout or something.
Well, as you can see, we're guarding this patient.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
You need to lower your consumption of that filthy substance, Cullen. It's clearly having an adverse effect on your cognition.
Filthy substance? What was I taking?
Well, that's that. I don't know what to do next.
Damn, where did I put my snooze? Oh, shit. It's the,
Fuck.
the wanted person.
Halt, fugitive!
Gotta start all over again. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do here.
This snooze is the best. I can't get enough of it.
Why a person would voluntarily put a toxic brown lump in their mouth is beyond me.
You don't know what you're missing, man. My boy has been doing much better lately.
Good news. I was fearing the worst when the doctor left with that grim look on his face.
Tell me about it. The asthma was out of control. Me and the missus were pretty strung out.
Did that herbal remedy do the trick?
No, but moving to a new place closer to the ocean made a huge difference. Better air, you know?
Ah, well, your old residence should be checked for mold. It can be deceptively dangerous.
So how long you been in Nordson now?
6 months, give or take. Starting to get settled, I think.
All right. I was born and raised here myself. How do you like the place?
For the most part, it's been nothing but a tranquil little hamlet. Up until this recent display of carnage, that is.
Yeah, I get your point. It's been surreal lately. Feels like a whole different town.
Alright, that's enough. And no, they can't see her because they're dumb. Dumb as shit.
I don't see what I have.
There's no one in here. Okay.
This is hardly the time.
It's always time for fucking coffee. Coffee's fun.
Kala? What are you doing here?
I'd like to see the citizens' records. I have something to look up in the case files. I need to access the office garden. I'm requesting a firearm in case the suspect shows up. Never mind, I'll get back to my post.
I need to access the office garden.
Right now? For what?
Vegetables for dinner, medicinal herbs for the comatose woman in the clinic, herbs to treat my son's asthma. Actually, I was here for a different reason.
Herbs to treat my son's asthma.
Oh, is that your youngest? I've heard that boy cough. Sounded real bad.
Yes. He's getting worse by the minute. I really need to hurry.
Okay then. Go ahead, but report back to your post ASAP.
Thanks.
Don't beat yourself up after what happened this morning.
I'm trying. Can't believe I fell for that.
It happens to the best of us. We won't underestimate her next time.
We better not. If it were up to me, we'd have multiple guards and handcuffs on her at all times.
Just checking her boots for glass would be a step in the right direction.
Not now. I need to focus on clearing my name.
What do I need to do?
Up for a hunting trip when all this is over?
Sure. Been a while since I downed a stag.
Cool. Still got that old boomstick your pops left you?
Yup. She may be old and cranky, but she always gets the job done.
I'll keep my distance then. I'd like to keep all my parts.
Oh, shut up. She's more reliable than your perpetually jammed plastic crap.
Well, that's a long fucking way of doing shit. Okay. It's scary what the fuck she can do, though.
Some weather we're having, huh? Storms and whatnot?
The Great U-Run was a sight to behold, no doubt.
Sucks for the people in Easttown, though. I heard a lot of roofs got blown off. Sir, you have new orders for us?
Yes. You are relieved from guard duty. Head to the elevator and go down to the surface.
Understood. How should we proceed when we reach the ground?
Await further orders. We are organizing a search for the fugitive.
Acknowledged. Let's go, Cullen.
All right. That should keep them busy for a while. Looks like Katarina needs oxygen to keep her stable.
Katarina.
Katarina? Can you hear me? I need to come up with a way to wake her up. Looks like an IV bag filled with liquid nutrients.
Alright, cool, no problem. I know I haven't been very excited in talking much. I'm trying to figure out how to do this shit. And my brain is fried from the week, so...
A portable medical kit with all... It's filled with cannulas, those little needle things used to connect an IV. Got one. I don't see how those... That action...
Okay.
Okay, now what? I need to come up with a way. Looks like an IV bag filled with...
Use cannula on the IV bag, then use the connected cannula on Vera.
Looks like an IV... Okay, now what?
Okay.
Looks like an IV bag filled with...
Okay. Oops.
Okay, now what? Katarina, how do you feel?
Ow. Like $1,000,000, sister.
Who did this to you, Katarina?
That hag. What's her name? The foul-mouthed woman at City Hall?
Stina Ruth?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to repeat that to some police officers. Can you do that for me?
I don't know about that. Sounds like you need my help, sister. What's in it for me?
Please, Katarina. Now is not the time to argue. Your child is in danger.
Wait, what? Did something happen?
I didn't want to have to tell you this, but your child was taken from the apartment.
No. Fuck. Okay, I'll help. She came out of nowhere, touched my forehead, and everything went black. My knees caved, and I could feel something greedily carving through my mind, nibbling at my memories. It was terrifying.
And you're 100% sure that Councilwoman Ruth did this?
I'm positive. I saw her clearly. Strangely enough, she didn't seem to care about hiding from me at all.
Did you get a sense of what information she was looking for?
Not really, but the whole process felt frantic, rushed.
Why do you think she spared your life after this attack?
Fuck if I know. Maybe she was interrupted or she just assumed I would never wake up.
This creates some doubt about the Councilwoman's story, Agent. But I still can't let you go.
But why? Do you really think I could do something so terrible?
It's not that simple. Stina Ruth, a respected and powerful person in Nordson, claims that you conspired with the Conduit to murder Leonard Dahl. A suspected Conduit member is hardly a trustworthy witness under those circumstances.
But I slept through the whole night in my room. You have to believe me.
Who can confirm that?
I can, to some extent. I know she entered her room at around 10. But after that, I went home.
Hey, Arvid. Didn't you have the night shift that day?
Oh, yeah. Nothing happened that night until you guys came back in the morning.
How could I let this... You're free to go, Agent.
That's a relief. Let's work together to stop her now.
Yes. I'm sorry. She got into my head somehow, and I felt powerless to stop it. Forgive me, Uncle. You were right all along. I'll resign and give command back to you.
I accept. We've all made mistakes, Gabriel. I'm proud of you. It takes a man to admit when he's wrong. Now, Agent England, how would you like to proceed?
Stina is an ex-agent and extremely dangerous. Given my training and background, I'm best suited to deal with her. Stay vigilant and be on the lookout, but do not engage with her unless you have no other choice. I will handle her alone.
Understood. Oh, and before I forget, here's your weapon.
Good. I'll need that. Thanks. Let's meet up later at the station. You'll leave a deputy to keep an eye on her, yeah? She's far from harmless.
Of course.
Now, with that out of the way, it's time for us to have a serious talk.
Can't wait, sister.
Please, Katerina. I'd like to find your child, but I can't go before you give me some answers.
Fine. Ask your questions then.
Okay. Before we begin, we have to disable that device in your arm.
You're in luck. I can't feel it anymore, so the doctor must have taken it out.
You know anything about that, Deputy?
Yeah. Dr. Pearson had some theory about a foreign object in her body causing the coma. He cut out a small device from her arm.
Noted. I'll have to ask him about that when I'm done here. I think it's time for some honest answers then, Katerina. Are you trying to revive AI?
What do you think? Did you happen to skip past the conduit section in all those textbooks of yours?
I didn't, but I'm trying to understand your perspective. What could be worth repeating the horrors of the collapse?
AI had nothing to do with that. Alarmists and doom prophets were responsible. The old world was a place of wonder, you know? Limitless wealth and prosperity. And we threw it all away.
We had to look out for ourselves first. Our families, our children. There was too much at risk.
It's an irrational fear. Are we really that scared of anything greater than us? People treat AI as some outside force with an intent to destroy us all. AI is our own creation, our progeny. What sane parent would fear their children surpassing them? We're still seeing things through the eyes of the fucking primitive predators we really are. Kill or be killed. Anything remotely resembling a threat must be destroyed.
It was an act of defense, Katerina, not one of aggression.
I used to be just like you. I wish Maya was alive. She could have helped you understand.
Try me, Katerina. I'm really doing my best to understand.
What's the point? You'll only use the information against me. You'll take my child away or worse. If you want my confession, you have it. Yes, I'm guilty of trying to save humanity. Yes, I'm guilty of trying to awaken Huldra, what you'd call an AI superintelligence powered by a singularity.
I have a recording where Maya called your child a vessel for Huldra. You're trying to create a human-AI hybrid, right?
You're wasting time. I'll tell you everything when my son is safe in my arms. Until then, I'm not saying another word.
All right. So I guess now I have to go to the clinic. Get the wrist implant. And yes, she has never seen Terminator. Agreed.
I should see if the doctor's available before I go. I'd like to get my hands on Katarina's implant. I should see if the doctor's available before I go.
Oh, I'm already in the morgue. It's true.
Dr. Pearson?
Ah!
Whoa, relax.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry about that. I was told you found something in Katarina's arm.
Oh, yes. A small tubular implant right here.
Thanks. Have you been able to determine what it does?
No, I can't make head nor tails of it. I'd suggest asking an engineer.
Fair enough. Have you checked the other bodies for similar objects?
Maya had a peculiar wound on her wrist, but no implant. It is possible that the killer cut it out.
And Carl?
Alas, he was cremated before I got a chance. The next of kin was really fussy about that.
Damn. Where are the ashes?
Still in the oven. I was about to collect them.
That one?
No, the one in my kitchen.
Excuse me?
I'm joking. You really need to lighten up, you know?
I'll worry about that when the case is solved. Excuse me, Doctor. Wow, the implant is still intact. It must be made of some strong materials.
Alright, so let's go and to the Batmobile. Let's go.
Do you know what these are?
They look like computer chips in some sort of protective shell. Clearly a third-degree violation, right?
Hard to say without the assistance of an engineer, but most likely, yeah. I don't think he'd be interested in...
I don't know what a snooze box is. I'm stupid. He's been looking at the same piece of paper for like 3 days now.
Commissary?
Yes?
Do you know what this is?
Clearly some kind of, gizmo. You're asking the wrong person here.
All right, looks like her address is at 5 Lindgren Street. I think that's up the stairs opposite Walter's shop.
All right, let's head there now. Although I'll ask Walter about those. You may know something about those.
Hi again.
Hey there.
Oh, my God!
What?
Are those robot eggs?
Nisa, no, that's not quite. You better take those away before he gets excited. He keeps bugging me about a little brother.
Okay.
What do you think of Rolf?
Funny guy. Smokes like a chimney and drives one hell of a hard bargain.
I have to find Stina Ruth. Any idea where she might be?
I often see her around this part of town, but I'm not sure where she lives exactly.
Okay.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
At least he's respectful. He's annoying, but he's respectful. Alright, so this is the...
An old badge from when Stina was a police officer in the city. A diploma for especially distinguished service, signed by the bureau director. It's probably from back when Stina retired.
This is a very dirty apartment.
That's the biggest bottle of booze I have ever seen. A discarded beer bottle. I don't need to mess with that. There were a couple of tapes here.
Okay, so I have to go back to the museum to listen to them.
A smoker, too? It seems that Stina is a woman of many vices.
Indubitably. Indubitably.
Looks like Stina when she was about my age. She used to be quite pretty.
And then she started smoking, and now she looks like death.
Looks like this hasn't been functional for a while. A few identical bottles. I would guess they contain alcohol. Not even a blanket? Stina must like to sleep rough.
Eh. Alright, so let's look at what... Traces of blue, 98.7%.
If those vials were filled with pure blue, Stina has one serious addiction.
That's about it. I don't think there's anything else. No, nothing here. Nope. 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 Alright, so she's addicted to blue. She's blue, dabba dee dabba da, be dabba dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba da. Alright, so I gotta go back to the museum.
There's a tape player next to the ashtray. I should listen to the tapes before I leave.
Oh. So I don't have to go to the fucking thing. I didn't even fucking realize. Yeah, there is a tape player. Ha!
Report number 3. After roughly a month of surveillance, I am sure there are no more than 3 people in the group. The leader and the young couple. I have been unable to determine the location of their mainframe, but it must be in one of the key locations here in Nordsund. They rarely go down to the ground. The shack in the junk heap appears to be connected to a large makeshift antenna, so they may have access to long-range communications. The leader keeps referring to her wrist implant as a key, but I'm not sure to what. In any case, we should make sure to obtain it when we strike. We're starting to reach a point where we know enough to take action. Let's meet after dark at the usual place and discuss our options. Leonard, signing off. I know what you said, but I can't wait any longer. They're getting too close. The child will be born in a matter of weeks. If they finalize Project Huldra, it'll be the end of us all. I'll take care of their leader first. I've gained her trust, so it shouldn't be hard to get along with her. As for the child, the host, God forgive me, but it is an abomination. I will do what needs to be done. Make sure you destroy these tapes. If things go wrong, I don't wish for any blame to fall on you or my church. You have taught me much, Councilwoman. If I fail, I trust you'll find a way to resume my sacred duty. Goodbye.
So, if Leonard killed the Conduit members, who killed Leonard? It's not too late, Stina. Give up now, and you'll get out of this alive. I better try to track her. She can't stay cloaked forever.
Hey, Real Life Dinosaur. Hello. And thank you for the host. Really appreciate it. How are you? And welcome to the various viewers from Real Life's channel. I'm playing Whispers of a Machine, which is basically an old school point and click. It's basically Police Quest meets Deus Ex. It's actually pretty cool, actually. So I'm an agent that's augmented, and I'm trying to solve a murder. I'm actually I think I'm towards the end of the game. So, okay. So, do I put no, okay, so there's a liquid that leads outside. Okay. So let's do that. It's very old school looking. It's very, it's in the... So if you watch my previous game that I started, that I played Kathy Rain, which is basically the first game from this developer, Clifftop Games. And that one was really an old school. It was even 4:3 aspect ratio, and it was really an old school throwback to like the Police Quest or Nancy Drew meets Police Quest. In this case, and the story apparently goes is that according to the developers, Kathy Rain wasn't very popular, so they decided to go a little bit different route, and they came out with this one, April 2019, and this is what came out of it. I love the atmosphere. I like the sound. The voice acting is really good. This developer really knows what they're doing, and I'm really liking the story. But typical to point and clicks, there's caveats, right? So there's areas where it's very like it's difficult to get through little things because you have to figure out what the puzzle is, and yeah, so that's where I am right now. So. Okay, so let's go to Smart Scan.
Volter's Robot Emporium.
Okay, so she went that way. It's a match! Yay! Alright, let's go back to the stain chemistry. She went this way. Whoops, nope, I don't want to save. Very old school. So how have you been, real life? Hope that you had a wonderful week. No, she went all around. Not too bad.
Good grief, that's a huge bird.
That can produce huge turds. I'm good. Just been working a lot lately, so I haven't been able to stream. I said this to Psychosis before. I'm actually really... I was disappointed that I wasn't able to... I wasn't able to stream as much as I wanted to, and I kind of missed it. I kind of was like, oh, I want to play... after this game, though, well, not today, but after the playthrough of this game, I'm probably going to be playing the DLC from Exodus, Sam's Story. I played the first DLC, called the Two Colonels, and I liked it. It was a little short, but I liked it, so I'm hoping Sam's Story is a little bit better. I haven't looked at any spoilers or anything, so... oh. Yeah, so she went into the museum. Yeah. right. Okay, so she's in here. What the fuck was the... I don't even have the book anymore. Shit. What was the code? It was this, 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 and this, right? So we'll see how that goes. I went through this pattern before. I think it was day 1, day 2.
Damn, nothing happened. Maybe the mechanism got stuck? Ugh, this thing is heavy.
Well, yeah.
Stina! There's nowhere to run. You have to surrender, for your own sake.
Fuck it! Damn you, Leonard!
You're trying to pin this on Leonard. Did you kill him?
Of course I did. That brainwashed idiot forced my hand. I just wanted to steal their technology, and he decided to go on a fucking killing spree. You don't get it, Vera. We're both living on borrowed time. Blue clings on to you. You'll never be free. You'll see. The only way is to give in and let it absorb you, consume you. The key to our full potential is right here. If you join me, I'll show you how. I'll show you everything those mindless drones at the Bureau try to hide from us.
I'm sorry, Stina. I can't let you hurt any more people. Don't make me do this.
Time for you to earn your stripes, then. Give it your best shot.
My service pistol. It fires conventional. The battery's the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 shots.
Well, that's that.
Another one bites the dust.
Do. Another one bites. Oh, good. I don't have to start from the beginning. Yay! All right. The only thing I have in my capability is pressing this, but she's far. I don't think that's gonna work, but we'll try it. Did you ever run out of bullets? No. Like, does she...
Not now.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck am I
Another one
supposed
bites
to
the
do?
dust.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Fuck. She doesn't shoot when I'm beside it. You have to fucking get the timing fucking right. Never, let me tell you. Jeez.
There. I've got you.
I guess this is it, Agent.
Don't say that, Stina. I'll go get the doctor. You can make it.
You're a soft one, aren't you? No point. I'm losing blood way too fast. Before you ask. The baby is okay. I'm not a fucking monster.
Good. Why'd you even bring it here?
I thought it would unlock this damn mainframe. Since Maya's stupid implant didn't work. She sure had a thing for security protocols. You can consider the case closed. Leonard took out the conduit members. Then I put him down like the rabid dog he was. What's more important than my petty little life is what you do with what's on that computer.
It contains the code to Huldra, right? A powerful AI?
Yes. Adapted for a blue biocircuit. I thought I would be the one to merge with...
Stina?
Well, she's dead.
Good job, my love. She had to go.
I pity her. I wonder what brought her so low.
We'll probably never know. No point in thinking about it.
I need to gain access to the mainframe. It's the key to ending all of this.
Yes. Project Huldra is in our grasp. You know what to do.
Don't worry, little one. I'm not going anywhere.
Headset, device, stuff, tools.
Do the right thing, honey. Complete Project Huldra.
Okay.
The device reacted, but nothing happened. Maybe something's missing. A big bucket filled with some kind of tubes. This place was set up to be various tools for She had another wrist implant in her pocket, likely Maya's.
Well then, that's probably what I needed. Let's do this. Enter help for available commands. Help. Activate Fenrir or Huldra. I don't know what I do next. By the way, there's no save states. Whatever you pick, well, there is a save state, but you can save the game, but you can't like save and reload. It's basically the decisions you make. That's what you're stuck with. Why should I... What's between... Let's use Fenrir. Oh.
I should make sure I understand what I'm doing first. Maybe the logs can help.
Oh, okay. File list. Okay. Log 1, log 2, log 3, log 4. Play log 1.
Holdra's kernel is functional, but all my hybrid simulations have failed. The host always suffers from massive cognitive dissonance. We're likely dealing with an interface problem. Ordinary adult augmentation simply won't provide enough bandwidth for a successful cognitive symbiosis. I've been researching prenatal augmentation, and my initial findings look promising. Synchronizing the growth of a nervous system with an early introduction of blue may be the key.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Play. Log 2.
The young woman I have come in contact with has shown herself to be bright, dedicated, and loyal. She is willing to offer a child for our cause. The next step is to find a father, but we have to be selective. We can't risk this man exposing our activities. I also finally managed to acquire a sample of blue, but I am not proud of the things I had to do to get it. I just hope my city contact made it out alive.
Okay. Play log 3.
We've just finished the work on the womb tank. I'm still skeptical about this Carl, but Katarina assures me she can keep him on a leash. He seems like the jumpy paranoid type. I'll play along for now, but it's likely only a matter of time before he becomes a liability. Anyway, the tank needs some further testing, but it won't be long until we can attempt an artificial insemination.
Play log 4.
While we wait for the vessel to mature, I've established a self-destruct mechanism called the Fenrir Protocol. If we are ever compromised, it can be used to prevent our sacred work from falling into the wrong hands. The program will completely wipe all drives and backups. We can't risk our foes using Holdra for evil. It could well lead to the destruction of this entire planet.
Alright. So... So, do I destroy everything, or do I continue with augments? Woo! Now that is a Deus Ex conundrum right here. I am conflicted. On the one hand, I am an augmented individual myself, and because of that, I became the agent that I am, or that I'm becoming. However, if I destroy everything else, it kind of makes me a unique breed. What would you guys go for? Fenrir or Holdra? You guys got a few minutes to let me know, because I'm going to take whatever you guys want me to do. If you guys are still here. Yeah. It actually gives you a pretty intense choice at the end when you think of it. You know, you would never think a point and click can give you such, especially in the old school style, would give you that kind of conundrum. Activate Fenrir or Holdra? Do I destroy anything, or do I continue the project so it becomes a god of technology? And then everyone will become like Deus Ex, and you'll have augmented individuals, and you're going to have regular humans. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for my original thought process, Fenrir. Initiate a warning. This process will permanently erase all data. Continue.
I'm sorry, my love, but I have to do this.
No, you can't. If you do this, I'll be gone forever.
You're already gone, Alex. I love you, but you're gone.
I guess I really am, huh? Maybe it's time to stop pretending.
I wish you could stay, but we both need to face reality.
Yeah. It's time for me to go.
Well,
It
he
is.
did a 180.
Goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye, Vera. I love you.
That's it. It's done. Time to get you back to your mom, Dynamo.
Oh, it's true. I named him Dynamo.
Oh, thank God. Is that him? Is he okay?
More than okay. He's perfect. You feeling better?
I'm all right. The headaches are almost gone, and I'm getting my energy back. What happened to Stina?
Stina is gone. She wouldn't go down peacefully. Your experiment is out of the picture, too. I ended it.
What? You did? Fuck. No, you ruined everything.
Not everything. You still have your son, right here.
Oh, please. You think they'd ever let me keep him after everything I've done?
She's right, you know. A woman who experiments on her own child, she's way too dangerous to be a parent.
I'm never getting out of prison anyway. Just take him away. He's better off without me.
I'll take him. He'll be safe with me. We'll find someone to take care of him. I did want to have a child at one point.
I'll take him. He'll be safe with me.
Good. Just go. Get out of here.
You know, Alex, part of me really wanted to go through with it. Part of me wanted to ignore all the warnings, as long as I could see you again, even for just a little while. But then I realized what you'd say about it. The real you, not some blue-induced hallucination. You'd never put others in danger to save your own skin. And that's just one of a million reasons why I love you. I'll come back here every once in a while, but it won't be like before. Parenthood is a full-time job, and I need to focus on giving this child all the love and attention that he deserves. For the first time since you passed away, I find myself curious about the future, and I think that's something worth holding on to.
And that is it. We are done. There is replay value. Additional animation. Ponta still in the 90s Lund. I like that. Alright guys, so that was it. That was the game. Whoops. That was the game. Whispers of a Machine. What are my initial thoughts? It's a it's a stereotypical point and click. This time instead of 4x3, it's in widescreen. Other than their last game. Style is in the 8-16-bit range of the 1990s. Again, kind of like a Police Quest 3 kind of vibe, kind of UI aspect. This one is actually pretty interesting. I did enjoy the story. So basically, and not to give anything away, thanks, real life. Um, the Not to give much away about the game, but essentially, the premise of the game is that you're coming to this small town of Nordsund. You're an agent coming in to solve some murders, and you're augmented. And because you're augmented, you have these special abilities that you're able to do. You're able to analyze speech. You're able to do a few things. And as the game goes along, you acquire some new skill sets that could benefit you for investigating during the game. So, like any of these types of games, there's twists and turns a little bit. But to be honest, this was a very enjoyable game. The best way that I can describe this, and I said this before, it's Police Quest meets Deus Ex. It's the best example. You're in a dystopian future. There's people that are augmented, and there's others that are not. There's a friction between people that are augmented and those that are not. There's kind of that philosophy. There's religions based on the AI and augmentations. There's others that are more traditional. So it's very retro, but at the same time it's very relevant. It's very futuristic. It's really cool, and I enjoy these games so far. These guys are really, really good. They're amazing. This is their second game, and I really hope that they continue to go in this vein. I know point and clicks are not everybody's cup of tea. I will admit that it's not everybody's number one thing to play. But for me, who likes point and clicks, and point and click adventures can be very, very, very frustrating. I remember when I played the original Police Quest. If you play the game itself and you know what you're doing, it takes about 5 to 7 hours to complete it. Unfortunately, if you don't know what you're doing, it could take you a month. It's that if you're really stuck, and back then we didn't have the luxury of the internet. We didn't have the luxury of having, you were able to buy hint books or call a tip line, where you were able to get tips on how to, basically in a hotline for a walkthrough type of thing. But you didn't have the internet, you didn't have anything, and there's puzzles in here that are a little bit, they don't feed you the information necessarily, so it makes stuff a little bit more challenging. And I found the puzzles they're challenging enough, they're fine, but I found sometimes the challenge wasn't the actual puzzle. The challenge was, what do I do next? There's times of the story where it didn't actually explicitly tell you what the next step would be or hint you in the right direction, and you kind of have to go back and ask everybody questions until you kind of figure it out. So yeah, I enjoyed this game. Between Kathy Rain and this one, I would have to give it the edge a little bit to Kathy Rain, only because it kind of pulled on my heartstrings. The thing about Kathy Rain is there was a paranormal aspect to it, was a little bit weird, but I appreciate it because I didn't expect it, really. And it felt more like a retro style game, whereas this one is more of the it's more of a traditional point and click, a little bit less turns. And I was just playing, and you would actually go back to a few hours ago, actually. I predicted that the murderer would be one of two people. I predicted it would either be Volter, the robots guy, because he was too nice, and he was always helping me, and I figured that would be a twist. Or it would be the Stina, which would be who was the police commissioner in here, and I was actually right. So it's not, you kind of see it coming in a way, but it's actually pretty enjoyable. I like the fact that they tell you where to click in a room. It's not like willy-nilly. The voice acting is phenomenal. Same thing as Kathy Rain. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love the voice acting. It makes you feel for the characters, gives a different personality to every character, and I'm really like a big fan of that. Yeah, that's all I can say. This game is really good. It's not that expensive, to be honest, and I supported an indie developer. The game is about $12. I bought it on GOG, but you can get it on Steam as well. I believe it's PC only. So you won't be able to play it on an Xbox or whatever, but I mean, these games are not made to be for console. They're made to be played on PC. So yeah, that's it. That's the game that we played tonight. Thank you to everyone that passed by tonight. Thank you, Real Life Dinosaur, for the host with the 15 viewers, kind of like a raid. Thanks for passing by, Psych, like usual. Thank you so much for passing by. Everybody that watched and were in the background watching, lurking around, I thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I thank you so much for passing by again. I know I haven't streamed much lately. I'm trying to do my best to stream when I can, and it's not because I'm forcing myself to stream, and I feel like I have to do it. I legitimately miss streaming. I miss streaming like more than once a week, or when I had time. And it's kind of hard when you're on call. Get interrupted in the middle of a stream. Hey, we're getting a problem. It's kind of difficult to do. Hopefully things are going to calm down. The next game that I'm probably going to be playing will be Metro Exodus 2nd DLC, Sam's Story. I've been looking forward to this for a while. The last one was a little bit short. I played it within 4 hours in one sitting, actually. I played it on a Friday night, and I was like, oh, I'm done. I didn't expect it to be done, but it is what it is. And yeah, and after that, I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I know there's Doom Eternal coming out. Maybe I'm going to play a more story-driven game like I was doing before, a little bit more. This is a story-driven game as well, but... And I have to get back to my roots of doing my podcast on Friday nights and doing my retro stream on Sundays, my retro night in Canada. I've kind of been letting that go. I haven't had time to prepare adequately, and I just want to make sure that, I'm able to get everything... because I like to prepare for stuff, and just doing a podcast out of nowhere to do a podcast, I don't like it. I like to talk about topics that I care about, like, streamers saying something stupid on their stream, or the spec war between PS5 and Xbox, But talking about games that are coming out, what is interesting for me as a gamer, what interests me in what's coming out, the coronavirus delaying what could be potentially delays as well for the different consoles, for hardware manufacturing, what effect that's going to have this year. Are we going to have an E3? Because the way it's going this year, a lot of conferences have been canceled. The F8, I think, from Facebook has been canceled. There's a few others that have been canceled, and if they're not canceled, there's maybe companies that kind of got out of their engagements for certain conferences. So the game, I think Microsoft is out of the Game Developers Conference, and there's a few others that are not going. So it's pretty weird, and what's going to happen. And what's going to happen to the launch of the PlayStation and the Xbox One, right? Are they going to be able to come out in November? And if they meet those deadlines, are there going to be shortages because they can't manufacture as many as they wanted to, right? But it's all things that I would like to talk about on the podcast. I just have time to prepare and read articles and make sure. And everybody that thinks that, maybe it is for others, but for me, just jumping in front of a camera and talking bullshit is not really my thing. I like to be informed, at least if I say an opinion about something. Yes, I will be wrong from time to time. We're not perfect, but I like to at least have some facts before I say my piece about something. So I'm hoping to start that pretty soon. And again, something's this year. My life is going to be changed a little bit. I'm expecting my first kid. Tentative date is going to be August. So how that's going to play into my streaming, my reviews, and so on. I love writing my retro reviews. I love writing my gaming reviews. I love streaming. I'm going to have to find a compromise somewhere. What to let go when that time comes. For now, I'm going to try and do as much as I can for you guys, and I do it for fun. I mean, if I did this for popularity, I would never be doing this because, I mean, I don't make money off of this. It's not as if I get thousands and thousands of readers of my articles or my reviews every week. It's not something that if it was for strictly to get viewers and clicks, I would have stopped 3 years ago. My channel, my Twitch channel is relatively small. I have some great loyal fans like Real Life, Psych, Avante, Wasteland, and CoinOp, and there's a bunch of others, but it's not because of the money. I do it because it's fun, and it's been a journey. When I first started, I wasn't using, I was streaming from an Xbox on a Wi-Fi. It was and I didn't have any mic. It was garbage. I look at it now. I look at my first streams and I'm like, holy crap! It's amazing that anybody even looked at it. And now I have and then with the years I started using game capture software. That's what was working for me. Now I'm using OBS Streamlabs, and it's what you see right now. I revamped my channel last year with the look that you see right now. It's pretty much the standard look. I do have a look for retro games, but I might actually tweak that up a little bit. But this is one that I like. The reason why you see the screen that you have right now and it's not full screen with a camera, I find it's a disservice to the game when you have a full screen and then you have chat stuff going on and you have a camera somewhere. And it's for some people it works. For me, I just find it you're missing part of the game. So that's why I do it the way I do it right now, where it's a sub part of the channel. So you have my camera, but it's not interacting with the actual gameplay. You have the chat, so if ever you wanted to see what's being said, it's there after the fact as well. And you have the title as well. And what's good about this is I like the fact that you have a banner of some sort for the game, right? So you know what I'm playing, and it's not, you can actually look it up if you wanted to, right? So yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thank you for passing by. Really appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and I shall see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Have a good night. Have a nice weekend. I'm gonna try and see if I can stream tomorrow night. And Sunday night as well. I will probably be doing a retro stream if I do stream on Sunday. It's been too long. I miss it, and I'm going to do it. So, and if I do, it's one of a few games I'm going to be streaming. So I have Ninja Gaiden on multi-carts, but the problem with the multi-carts, they're dumb versions where it's sped up and the music is sped up. It's just not right. So I actually bought the original Ninja Gaiden, so that is really good, and it's a classic. Never actually beat it, and I don't think I ever will, but I will try, and it's good fodder for talking on the stream. Nowhere am I going to get a world record for this shit. And the other one that I got is the 100 Best Video Games on NES. It's a multi-cart. Now, I did have people on my stream mention that multi-cards could be damaging to the original system. I've been using multi-cards for years, even though they were technically illegal back in the day. I got a copy. My first copy was 82 games in one. Then I got 100 and something games in one. Now I have 201, and I have this one, and I also have the equivalent for Super Nintendo. So I have to play that as well. And the other game that I have as well is, which is actually, the package was really sweet, and I really like the cartridge of this. It's Data East All-Star Collection, and it comes with 4 games, I believe. So it is this. So this is the cartridge. And it's actually pretty cool. I actually really, really like it. There's 4 games in this. I don't know where the names are. Oh, you have Bad Dudes, Side Pocket, Ring King, Buggy Popper, and Burger Time. So that's what it is. There we go. And I haven't actually played this on stream yet. I did play it offline. Worked fine. So I'm going to play, and it even came, which is surprising, it even came with the original like NES type sleeve, which is actually pretty sweet. Yeah, so that's it. Hope that you guys have a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend, and I shall see you next time. How you going, guys? Ciao.